Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu-o-Alikum. Welcome back to my channel Learn Math with Brother. Today in this video I'm going to discuss about how to factor a quadratic equation, or the second name of that one is trinomials, when three terms of the equation that's given to you. How you can factor that equation, and when the a value is more than 1. Before it, we have discussed in the last video that how to factor the quadratic equation when the leading coefficient is equals to 1, a is equals to 1. So we know already the quadratic equation, the standard form, in which the first term, that's a, first term represent a, second term represent b, and third term represent c. So whenever a value is more than 1, you can see in this equation a is more than 1. So what they're saying, how to factor this equation, how we will do it, you have to times the a with c. A times c you have to do. So a times c we will do. What's a is 3. 3 times negative 5, that's equals to negative 15. Now we have to find the two perfect numbers. When you times, that will give you negative 15. And when you add or subtract, that will give you negative 2. So what numbers we can write for the 15, what factors are possible for 15? So we know that plus minus 1 plus minus 15 are the factors of 15, plus minus 3 and plus minus 5 is also the factor of 15, because 3 times 5, that's 15, and that's it. So I have to choose from these two the numbers. So if I choose 1 and 15, when I add, that's making 16, and when I'm subtracting, that's giving is 14. So I can't use this one. If I use 3 and 5, yeah, that's working. So it's mean I will use here 5 and 3, but which sign I will use? It's negative 2 here and it's negative 15. It's mean that 5 would be negative, bigger number would be negative. Why? Because when you're adding the two numbers, whatever that is, you're getting the negative sign with it. It's mean that the bigger number contain negative sign. Here the 5 is bigger number, so you'll write the negative sign with 5, and after that you will write 3 with 3 the positive, so that's positive here. Negative 5 plus 3, that's equals to negative 2. Yeah, so this will work, because when you're going to times it, that will give you negative 15. So I will write here negative 5 times positive 3, negative 5 plus 3, that's negative 2. I'm going to remove this. Now we know the factors of. So negative 5 and 3 will work here. So I'm going to write the equation here again. 3p square, that's our equation is. One more important thing, when you're going to product the a with c, you will not change in the equation the 5. Just for factoring, to find the perfect numbers for the factor, you will just times the a with c and you'll write 15 on the right side in your rough work. But no, you will not change in the equation, okay? That would be negative 5 as it is. So first of all, I will rewrite the equation as it is. 3p square minus 2p minus 5. And then I'm going to write here 3p square. What we do whenever we do the factoring, the second term we always replace by the factor. So this is the second term, that's minus 2p. I'm going to change this one with negative 5 and 5p, because it's a p variable here. 5p and then positive 3p and minus 5, that's equals to 0. And now what we will do, as like we have to make the pairs, so we'll make the pair of 3p square minus 5p and 3p minus 5, and I will see that what's the common thing is in this equation. So if you look at the first two terms, there is common just p, because 3 is not divisible. If you divide the 5 by 3, that's give us decimal point, so we can't divide it. They both are odd numbers, and they just, and also prime number, they just comes in its table. So no 3 and 5 is coming common. So if I look at the p square and p, yeah, p is common, so I will take out the 1p from it. When you have taken 1p from p square, like p square means that p times p, you have taken out the 1p from it, so how many p are remaining? 1p is there. So you will just write 3 as it is and 1p here. Minus 5, you will move out the p from it, so that's bracket close, and plus. Now if you look at the last two terms, there is nothing common, so you don't need to worry about it. We will just take out the 1 from it, 1, because anything you divide by 1, that's same thing. So I will just take out the 1 common. 3p minus 5 equals to 0. So 3p minus 5 equals to 0 I got. Now what we will do, you can see that whenever we do factor in the bracket, inside term that should be same, and I got same. This means factoring is right. So then I will make the outer one terms pairs, p plus 1 and the one that's repeating inside the bracket, we just write it once. So 3p minus 5. This is our factor form. This is done. This is our factor form. And if you need to figure out, if they in the question they are saying to factor, write factor form of it and also find out the values of it, what you're going to do then, p plus 1, because they both, we are saying that they both are equals to 0, so we will do p plus 1 equals to 0, comma, then 3p minus 5 equals to 0, and then after that you will move the 1 to the right side, that's become -1, so p equals to -1, and then you will move this, you can see that 5 is adding here, so when subtracting here, so when you move it to the right side, that's become positive 5, that's become, now you can see 3 is multiplying here, so opposite of multiplication is division, so that's become p equals to 5 over 3, and that's our answer, and these are our two values. Okay, this was the first example we have seen. Now we are going to look at the second example here. In second question, it's 2n squared plus 3n minus 9. So 2n squared plus 3, and now you can see in this equation here, it's 2 and -9. So again the a value is more than 1, so you're going to times the 2 with -9. So 2 times -9, that's equals to -18. Yeah, so -18 we need to. So we need two numbers. When you do the product of it, that will give you -18. And when you're going to subtract or add, that will give you the +3. We need to figure out the two numbers. So what we're going to do then, we have to first of all write the all factors. So this is the very easiest way, like when you're doing factoring, so which number factors you are finding, you have to write the all factors of it and change the values and compare them and check it at which one is suitable, and then do it. So -18 I got, so -18 factors are plus -1 plus -2, 2 times 9 is 18, so plus -9, then 3 plus -3, 3 5 times is 15, 3 6 times is 18, so plus -6, and then 9 times 2 is 18, 3 times 6 is 18, and 18 also comes in its table. So in this one, then plus -6 and plus -18 is also the factor of it. So which number we're going to use? And if I use 1 and 2, 1 plus 2, if I'm doing it, that's giving me 3 positive. Yeah, that's right. If I'm going to times the 2 with 1, but that's not giving me the 18. So that's not possible, 2 and 1. Okay, if you do 9 and 2 when you're adding and subtracting, the adding, so that's giving you 11, subtracting, that's giving you 7. So but we need 3, so this will also not work. Okay, so if we use the 6 and 3, so 6 positive and +3, 6 plus 3 was that 9, 6 minus 3 was that 3, yeah, 6 minus 3, that's giving us 3, so we can change the sign. And second thing, now if I look at the number here, it's +3, so it's mean that bigger number contain positive sign, smaller number contain negative sign. 6 times 3, that's -18, 6 minus 3, that's my +3, so we'll use +6 and -3, +6 and -3. So 2n square, now I'm going to write here again the equation, 2n square plus 3n minus 9 equals to 0. So what we will do, we will replace the 3n with the factors that are +6 and -3. So 2n square plus 6n minus 3n minus 9 equals to 0. So in first term, what's common there? 2n, because 2 is divisible, 6 is divisible by 2, and 2 is also divisible by 2. 2 divided by 2, that's 1, n divided by n, that's 1n, plus 2 times 3 is 6, 3 will come here, minus, you will take out the -3 from it, so that's 3n plus 3 equals to 0. After that, you will make the factors of it pairs, so 2n minus 3 and n plus 3. These two factors I got, that's equals to 0. And then you will make it equals to 0. So 2n minus 3 equals to 0, and 2n minus 3 equals to 0, and n plus 3 equals to 0. N plus 3 equals to 0. And then we will this is a factor form, and then we will make it equals 0 to n equals to positive 3, because when you move the 3 to the right side, that's become you added the 3 on both sides, so you get 3 here. N equals to negative 3 we get, so n equals to 3 divided by 2, because 2 is multiplying here, and n equals to negative 3, and that's our answer. Okay, now we're going to do the third question, tricky question, and let's see how to do it. 9k squared plus 66k plus 21. This is step if you are understanding this topic, so you can subscribe my channel for more videos, and to like and share to others. 9k squared plus 66k plus 21. So now again, a value is more than 1, that's 9, more than 1. So we are going to times the 9 with 21. So I'm going to write here 9 times 21. 9 times 21 was that? 9 1 time is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. So 189, a very big number. But before going on to it, if you look at the equation, these all numbers are divisible by 3. Yeah. So we can take out the common factor. Sometimes this thing also happens, the equation is given to you and there are big numbers, so you can see that if they are all divisible by some number, like they have common thing, so you can take out from it, and then you can make the equation value small, and then you can easily do factor of it. So 9k squared plus 66k plus 21. So what we can do, we will equals to 0. We will divide the both sides by 3. So 0 divided by 3, we know that's 0. So I'm going to write it separately now. This thing means that 9k squared divided by 3 plus 66k divided by 3 plus 21 divided by 3 equals to 0 divided by 3, that's 0. So 9 divided by 3, that's 3 k square. 66 divided by 3, that's 22k, and 3 times 7, that's 21, equals to 0. So 3k squared plus 22k plus 7 equals to 0. Now this is our equation. Now we are going to do factor. Again, same thing, a value is more than 1, but it's now less than 9. Look, it's in equation is 9 given. I just take out the common from it, and now I'm going to do the factor of it. So 9, so now what I'm going to do, 3 times 7, that's 21. So I need two numbers. When I times, that will give me 21, and I'm going to add it, that will give me the 22. So that's pretty easy. 21 times 21, and 21 plus 1, 20 you do, so that's 22. So it's mean that 21 and 1 are the possible perfect factors for this one. The other also factors are of the 21, 7 and 3, but that don't work, because when you add the 7 and 3, that will give you the 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 that will give you. So 3k square, I will write here 22k, that's here. So 22 means you will replace the 22 with its value, that's 21k plus 1k plus 7 equals to 0. And then you will take out the common from this to the 3, because they both are divisible by 3, and they have also common k, so we can take out the k from it. So then that's become k plus 3 times 7, that's 21, and from last term there is just one common, you take out the 1 from it, so 1k plus 7, and that's equals to 0. After that, you will see that we got inside the term same, so we are going to write here k plus 7 and 3k plus 1. So we got these two factors. These are the factors of it. Again, if we need to figure out the value of it, also the variable, so we'll make them both equals to 0. So 3k plus 1 equals to 0, and k plus 7 equals to 0. So 3k equals to negative 1, and k equals to negative 7. So k equals to negative 1/3, because 3 is multiplying here, you divide both sides by 3, that's give you the, because 3 cancel out, so you got 1/3. So negative 1, 3k equals to negative 1/3, and this one is k equals to negative 7, and That's the answer. That's the values of k, and that's the factor form of it. So this is the way to do the factor of quadratic equation. If you have any query about, if you have any question like in which you are confused, you can do put it on comment, and I will reply you back on it. And until, if you understand this, so like, subscribe, and share to others. And thanks you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.